Good morning, everyone. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Prachi.
On behalf of Rajgarh Institute of Management Research and Development, it is my privilege to extend a very warm welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. Divya Lakhani ma'am, our respected director, Dr. Rohan Dahiwale sir, all faculty members and dear students for the today's session on career opportunities in finance. Today's topic, career opportunities in finance, is highly relevant in the current dynamic business environment. The finance sector offers a wide range of career paths such as investment banking, financial planning, equity research, risk management, corporate finance, taxation, auditing, fintech, and wealth management. With the rapid growth of digital finance, financial analytics, and global markets, the demand for skilled finance professionals is continuously increasing. It's my immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Divya Lakhani ma'am. She is currently serving as an assistant associate professor and head of MBA program at Sadhu Vaswani Institute of Management Studies for Girls, Pune. With over 2 decades of rich experience in teaching, research, and academic leadership, she has consistently contributed to academic excellence and quality enhancement initiatives. She holds a PhD in Commerce from Dr. D.Y. Patil Vidyapeeth, Pune, UGC NET qualified, and is a fellow member of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. Notably, she secured All India second rank in ICWAI intermediate and has been a university rank holder in BCom. Recognized as PhD guide under Savitribai Phule Pune University in the Faculty of Financial Management, Dr. Lakhani ma'am has published more than 25 research papers in reputed journals. Her expertise spans business research methods, direct taxation, personal financial planning, decision science, and optimization techniques. Beyond academics, she has actively monitored students preparing for CA, ICWA, and CS, laying strong foundations for many aspiring finance professionals. Ma'am's vast experience, academic achievements, and practical insights make her the perfect guide to enlighten us on the diverse and evolving career opportunities in the field of finance. Once again, I extend a heartfelt welcome to you, Dr. Divya Lakhani, ma'am. We are truly grateful for your presence and look forward to an insightful and inspiring session. Welcome, ma'am. I
Thank,
request the director, sir, to welcome our guest speaker and address the session.
On behalf of RIMRD, I welcome very senior person in the Faculty of Finance Management. Ma'am, we are very much thankful to you for accepting our invitation. So thank you so much.
thank you, Rohan sir. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this particular session. Thank you, Prachi, for the generous introduction. So let me start with the session on career opportunities in the field of finance. Now, when we talk about, is our slide visible to each and everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay. So before I start with my presentation, I want to understand as to what comes to your mind when you think about the finance domain and what are the options, career options, which comes to your mind when you see this particular topic. You can write in the chat box also, or you can unmute yourself and see. Yes, anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Any student? What comes to your mind when you think about this topic of career opportunities in finance? What are the options which are available according to you? Okay, so let me start. Okay, in the banking sector, very nice, Bhushan. Thank you. Banking sector. Any other sector which you can think about? Financial analyst. Okay. Any other thing which comes to your mind?
Type,
Yes, some people were speaking about CA, ICWA, and CS. That is also there. Agreed? Yes. Okay, great. Ma'am, can we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. Now, I have listed on a few prominent opportunities. Actually, we can go outside the presentation also once I complete this. The few opportunities which comes immediately to the mind when we talk about the students who are pursuing MBA is the corporate finance, then financial analyst, equity research analyst, banking sector as someone rightly specified, operations executive, and then there is a new role which is being coming up is customer success associate, and last option teaching. I have written it in the last. That doesn't mean it is a last option. It is one of the options. So it all depends upon what is the mindset of the student when they are thinking about the different career options. So let's go through each of them one by one. Corporate finance. Now, when you talk about corporate finance, basically you will be working in the finance department in a corporation, in a multinational company, or in a mid-sized company, or an SME. So your role would be focusing on analyzing the different investment proposals, preparation of budgets, cash management, working capital management, then getting the loans from the banks, cash flow, fund flow management. So basically, you will be involved into the day-to-day running of the organization and providing the necessary inputs to the board team from the finance angle as to what is the current financial status of the company or the SME, so that the decision making process can happen. So over here, the main thing is your fundamental knowledge in accountancy has to be very good, I would say strong. So at the spur of the moment, you should be able to, by just looking at the numbers, whatever statement is there in front of you, you should be able to analyze it. Sometimes what happens, you are given the numbers, you have to go beyond those numbers also. You have to look at the hidden message which is being communicated through those numbers. So that's why we say you should be able to read the numbers, you should be able to analyze them as good as it should be at the back of your hand. A foreign language may help. Why am I saying like that? Because when you are working in a big MNC, naturally they will be having offices all over the world. So in that case, if you have knowledge of a foreign language, it will help you out. So, for which candidates this particular corporate finance field is suitable? Naturally, the students who have strong fundamental knowledge. Second, who are good with numbers. And third, whose ability to analyze financial transactions is excellent. I will not say good, I will say it should be excellent. For example, if I ask anyone, what is a journal entry of so and so transaction? You should be able to immediately say it without even thinking about it. Yeah, that is the main thing. Then if I give you a balance sheet, just by maybe looking at the balance sheet, a comparison maybe of 2 3 years, you should be able to comment on the short term, long term, and the profitability position of the company within the company also, and interfirm comparison also you should be able to make and suggest which company is doing good. So that is the role which we are looking for in corporate finance. The next one which I have targeted is the financial data analyst. काफी लोग बोलते हैं, everyone says कि data analyst बनना है, we want to become data analyst, data analyst, financial analyst. So when you talk about this particular domain, it is like, one, of course, you have to be good in accountancy. You should be able to analyze big data sets, the financial data sets. Nowadays, various financial data sets are available on different websites also. So then we will also require a technical knowledge, because when you are working on big, large data sets, you have to analyze it. So naturally, you should have the technical background. You should be good in Excel or Tableau or Power BI, because that will help you to analyze, summarize the big data sets and then analyze it. And naturally, when you do the analysis, you have to present the report to your management. So how will you present the report to the management? You need to present it in a good way so that it becomes easily understandable to the opposite person. So that's why your efficiency in Power BI or Tableau will be an added advantage, I would say. Another thing which you need to take note of is when you're working in the financial analyst domain, you have to work in such a way that automatically the data should be reflected, and it should reflect the current status by taking the data from Money Control or any other screener website also, so that you have the latest analysis at the pick of the seconds and useful to the management for decision making process. So your critical thinking and your ability to deliver current latest data will be the differentiating factor over here. So as I specified, the skill sets which are required is advanced Excel, not just a basic Excel, SQL, Python programming or R programming, data visualization, how you present the data in front of the management for decision making, statistics, little bit of basics. Sometimes it is required, not always. Then what are the different certifications which will be useful to you? Microsoft Power BI certification, Google Data Analytics certificate, CFA. If you very much want to go deep dive into financial analyst because you want to grow higher up in the ladder, so naturally CFA will be an added advantage to you when you move higher up in the ladder. But to start with, your immediate skills in SQL, Power BI, Tableau, and advanced Excel will help you to get an entry into the private sector. And once you get the entry, to move higher up, you will need CFA. Financial modeling certification would also help. So what is it? It is suitable for students who are analytical thinkers, who are curious to get the data and observe a particular pattern which is there in the different numbers. Detail driven, you have to be focused also. Detail driven, and people who enjoy working with different data tools. Then only financial analyst position is suitable for the student. Equity research analyst. Now, when we talk about equity research, someone rightly mentioned that they want to get into the stock market. So if you want to enter into the stock market, so first of all, you have to understand what is the stock market, primary market, secondary market. So what are the different roles in secondary market? What are you will get into demat accounts. Then you will also help enter into wealth management. You will also enter into helping different individuals to plan their portfolios. So to do all those things, it is essential that first of all you yourself know what are the fundamentals in the equity market. So to get into equity market, the one thing is you have to understand what are the different types of companies. You have to build financial models. You have to write research reports. You should be able to do fundamental and technical analysis. Then secondly, what are the different drivers in the stock market? You have to speak with different management teams. You have to support your institutional clients also. So when you talk about the client management, so the first thing which would be useful to you is, first of all, open a demat account for yourself. Maybe you can use 100 rupees, 1000 rupees, or 5000 rupees. Use this money to enter into the stock market. Only when you enter into it, then only you will be able to understand the nitty gritties of the stock market. And then you will also understand what are the pitfalls. You will also know the advantages, what are the modalities. And for this, it is always better if you take an internship in a firm which deals with stock market, which is maybe even if it is demat selling, absolutely fine. But you are surrounded by people who are working day in and day out in the stock market. So उनसे सुन के आप खुद का भी डीमैट अकाउंट खोलोगे. You will also start investing in the stock market. You will understand what are the different types of reports that they are reading, which newspaper they are reading, which article is being read, which sector is being considered, why a particular sector is recommended to a particular audience, because you will be having people from different backgrounds and different risk appetites. So then what are the factors being considered to suggest a particular stock to one category of customer, but the same stock is not recommended to another category of customer? So these type of conversations, when you're surrounded by it, your knowledge will increase, and it will help you to gain a mastery over this particular topic of equity research. Remember, you yourself have to dive into the equity research by investing in the stock markets. Don't invest too much amount. Little bit of investment is essential. And then, because you yourself are doing it, it will be easy for you to convince other people and accordingly gain an upper hand. So over here, what will be useful to you? Chartered Financial Analyst is a big certification. It will definitely help you out. But to start with, you can do NISM certifications. There are numerous certifications issued by National Institute of Security Management. So what happens is, once you do those certifications, number one, it will help you in two different ways. Number one, it will help you to get an internship faster, because when you go to banks or brokerage houses, you can directly tell them, I already have the NISM certification. So it helps you to get the internship faster. Second, you are directly performing as soon as you join the internship. So you bring in different customers, you are able to do business development for that particular organization, and naturally the organization would also be happy, because you're already aware about, say, equity market, mutual fund, insurance. So all these things you are already aware. So it will help you to get an entry in the internship. And once you get an entry, your own confidence will increase, because you are able to attract customers. And this will help you also to get a PPO from the same organization, or maybe a better organization. For example, I'll tell you, many people think, "Ki, I don't want to do the selling, mutual fund selling, insurance selling, or maybe opening demat accounts." They say, "Ki, we don't want to do it." But please remember, there is a big amount of money which is involved over here in these different roles. For example, in insurance, for each year, the premium is paid by the customer. The agent is also getting a suitable amount of commission. So it's like you are selling it only once, but the commission is received by the agent each and every year without having to work on it each and every year. So these are some of the points which immediately came to my mind when I talk about research analyst. Now, over here, what it is suitable for? Deep thinker, curious about different industries. You have to open your mind, and you have to be a voracious reader. Each and every news is very important to you. What Trump is saying, what Narendra Modi ji is saying, each and every news is very important to you, because you have to link it with the stock market, how the market is reacting. So those things are very important in this particular role. And detail oriented, naturally, because if you go into the details, the more research you do, better will be your decision making ability, and better will be the suggestions that you will give to your own clients. That will be helpful. Banks is another role which is quite open for not just the finance professionals. It is open for marketing, HR, business analytics, any domain. The bank is a sector which is open to each and every one. It does not differentiate between finance and non-finance professionals. So what are the different things which you can do in the bank? The traditional role, wherein people are there at the counters and offering their services like opening fixed deposit, savings account. These are the normal things which we are aware about. But besides that, they are also into the lending to the different companies, and also the credit card financing, international finance, international transactions are also being held over there. So Once you enter into the bank, naturally the banks itself will be giving you the training for these different roles, and so that it will be help you to prepare for the banking sector. Now, when you want to enter into the bank, the main thing is to get into a public sector bank is little bit difficult, considering you have to give different types of examinations. Now, since you're already into the study mode, you're already studying everything, so it becomes easy for you to give the exams. So you can join the different coaching centers and appear for the exams which are held regularly. So once you enter into it, then the internal examinations can be conducted, can be given by you to get higher up in the ladder. The main thing is to get into the entry. Over here, I would like to add that the students who belong to the reserved category are at an advantage because the cutoff for the reserved category students is slightly lesser. So your chances of getting into the public sector banks through the PO exams is much higher as compared to the general category candidates. So this can be considered as a choice by many students. What are the advantages of entering into the banking sector? It is considered as a safe option, and once a person enters into a bank, so normally they exit only at the time of their retirement. So stability is there, but nowadays that kind of stability is there in each and every organization. So it depends upon your personal choice. So what it is suitable for people who have strong analytical and financial skills, a people oriented person, because you will be interacting with customers day in and day out. So naturally, your communication skills will play a very important role. Another thing is the regional language, because at the time of exams, of course, it will be in English, but later on, when you interact with the clients, so then the regional language will help you to gain an upper hand and develop a comfort with the customers and convince them to take up different products. Because normally when you are working in a bank, you are not just sitting at the counter, you also have to sell different products, like for example mutual funds, insurance. For example, if you're working in State Bank of India, so you will be asked to promote the mutual funds. You will be asked to promote the life insurance products of State Bank of India. So it will be a dual role. It's like a bank assurance. Bank assurance का मतलब क्या है? Bank plus insurance. So by sitting in State Bank of India, you will be promoting the products of SBI Mutual Fund, SBI Life. So when a customer is coming in, you're not just promoting the SBI services, you're promoting the services of SBI Life also, SBI Mutual Fund also. So that's why it is very necessary for you to be a people-oriented person. And since you have, can we go back to the previous slide, please? Yeah. So since will have multiple role within, say, for example, State Bank of India, the NISM certification comes into picture over here also. For example, you can give the mutual fund exam, then the life insurance exams also. The certifications by AMFI also will come into the picture. So even though you are working in the bank, these certifications will help you, because then the bank will say, okay, you are having dual roles, so naturally you will be preferred over a person who does not have those qualifications. Yes. Can we go to the next slide, please? Yes. Operations executives. Normally this is not very prominently shown or talked about in different career opportunities sessions. Operations executives, you can say, is a person who is talented, having multi skills, and knows about different verticals. Now, for example, you should be aware of, if you talk about the role, what is the kind of task that these people are doing is process transactions, reconcile accounts, ensure compliances, improve workflows, coordinate across departments. So if you are coordinating across various departments, to coordinate them, you yourself should be aware about all these things. So I'm aware about the finance department. I'm aware about the little bit of legal department. I'm aware about the HR department. So I'm aware about everything. So my skill sets are at a much higher level as compared to a person who is just focusing on say XYZ department. So here operations executives are in demand. The reason being because they can go into each and every department and contribute. So their coordination skills will be at a much higher level. So naturally, you have to be a people-oriented person because you're dealing with different departments. You should be a person who is good at problem solving. Because if you're dealing with different departments, conflicts will also be there. So your people management skills and problem solving skills will come to the fore. And once you demonstrate those skills, that will help you to go and move from executive position to the managerial positions. Certifications, Six Sigma, operations management certifications are also there. And it is suitable for people who are reliable, because if you are involved in problem solving and dealing with different departments, each and every department should have trust in you to help tell you that these are the problems that they are facing. So this operations executive will solve the problems. So unless and until people confide in you, they will not be able to deliver. So that's why we say operations executive is a person who is a go-to person. वो बोलते हैं ना, कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो चलो उसके पास जाते हैं. So that role is performed by operations executive. Yes. Can we go to the next one? Customer success associate. Now this role, you may not have heard about it. It is a role which is nowadays prominently being promoted by different companies, not the small ones. It is the mid and the large size organizations who are going in for this role. So normally what happens is, if you have a client, a big company is having clients. So naturally it is not a small task which will be completed within 2 or 3 days. It is a long-term project, say 2 years or 3 years. So there has to be interaction between the client. Has to be an interaction between the client and my own people, because we have promised to deliver certain things. So naturally, we need to have a regular interaction with the client to understand, are those things matching up? Is there any shortfall? Then accordingly communicate it to my team if there is any shortfall, and ensure that the compliances are being done. So documentary part is being taken care of by customer success associates, as well as they are the link between the company and the client. So just have a look at it. Some of the points which I have written for CSA: onboard new clients, maintain relationship, solve product service issues, upsell services. Upsell services indicates I have already entered into a contract with my client. They're already availing services, say ABC. So now I will convince them, please also take services PQR also, because my company is offering these services also. So this is called as upsell services. Monitor customer satisfaction, because that is the name of the role, customer success associate. So if the success is there, first it helps you to maintain that client, ensure that the contract is renewed. Second, word of mouth publicity tells them that this company's project deliverables are very good. It helps you to attract new customers. And thirdly, by using upsell services, you can increase your revenue with the same clientele also. So what are the skill sets? Excellent communication, relationship management, CRM tools. You may not be aware about the CRM tools, and it will be difficult to get exposure to these CRM tools. Maybe by online platforms also, if you just check it out. So it will be, you will get very basic knowledge. Unless and until you start working on those tools, you will not gain mastery over that. And how will you gain mastery over that? It will be only when you join a company which is having Salesforce as one of the tools. Then different ERP tools are also available. Problem solving, empathy. That is the main thing. So it is suitable for individuals with high emotional intelligence, people oriented, solution oriented, and reading between the lines. When you are interacting with the clients कुछ ऐसा बोलते हैं, हंसते हंसते बोलेंगे, but you have to understand what is the hidden message being conveyed across. That is the role of customer success associate. Next, teaching. What we, Dr. Rohan, we are doing is we are into teaching. Teaching is a role which is very dynamic. वो जो पुराने ज़माने में सोचते थे ना कि जिसको कुछ नहीं मिला वो टीचिंग में जाता है, it's not possible nowadays, not at all. Unless and until an individual is passionate about teaching, you cannot get into it and must not get into it because it is so demanding nowadays. I'll tell you a few things about a teacher. A teacher is an educator. He or she is a mentor. Then he or she is also involved in quality compliances. He and she is also involved into, for example, students are coming to you कि ये problem है, वो problem है, so you have to be a good listener. So my 8 hours, 10 hours, not 8 hours, 10 hours just, my entire day is focused with the students and I have to address the queries of the students day in, day out. So what are the skill sets which are required? You have to be an expert. You have to be an expert in your subject. You should have master's degree, the way you are doing masters of MBA, you're doing MBA or MCA. You should have a PhD also in management. You should have 2 years of industry experience to get into the teaching line. Net set is desirable and excellent communication and a person who is having lots of patience. I'm sure Rohan sir would definitely agree with me. Excellent communication and a person who is having lots of patience should get into the teaching line. It is suitable for only for people who are passionate about teaching. ऐसा होता है ना कि ये सब्जेक्ट हमें नहीं आता है तो हम एक पर्टिकुलर पर्सन के पास जाते हैं, हमें वो सब्जेक्ट सिखाता है. So that person who teaches you and clears your doubt, that is the, you can say, starting point for the teaching. Now over here, there are few things. Ma'am, can we go to the previous one? For the teaching line, just few points. If someone is interested, there is a concept called NET, NET. NET examination is for people who have completed their master's degree. If you clear NET exam, it becomes an eligibility criteria to enter into the teaching profession. Second concept in NET is called as a JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. It is given by University Grants Commission. If you have got NET JRF, UGC NET JRF, then it becomes your ticket to a PhD program in reputed universities with a fellowship wherein the stipend is 37,000 per month. So you will be getting admission to the PhD program, say in IIT Bombay. Second, you will also get the stipend from UGC on a regular basis, 37,000 plus per month, plus all your medical and the other expenses will be taken care of by UGC. So it is a win-win situation for you also and for the government also, because for you, it is like you are getting paid for doing your PhD. So this is one thing which I wanted to highlight, because now you are at an age when it becomes easy for you to enter and get qualified in the NET examination, because the age limit is there. For the open category it is 27, for the reserved category the age limit is 30 years. So age is on your side. So if you are interested in teaching, I would request you to take this particular option, because when you do these particular things, it will help you to get into postgraduate teaching. But if you don't want to do postgraduate teaching, you want to go only at the school level, then also these qualifications will help you to get into 11th and 12th standard teaching. But if you want to go to the basics, so then B.Ed is mandatory. B.Ed, M.Ed accordingly. So can we go to the next one? Yes. So whatever roles I have discussed up till now, what are the key things? Which are the key things which are common to across all the roles? Cross-functional, indicating you don't have to be just a master in, say, accountancy or finance. You have to be good in marketing. You have to be good in HR also. You should know something about everything. Leadership, interpersonal skills, communication skills, critical thinking, process. Now over here I would like to, ये जो different points मैंने लिखे हैं, you can easily implement all these things through your own college. For example, you are holding different events, so you take up the leadership position and say to the management, okay, I am ready to do this particular event. So your leadership skill is coming to the fore. Naturally, you will not do the work alone, it will be a team. So your interpersonal skills, your communication skills will improve. And naturally, when you are doing a particular task, some problems would arise. So you have to be a good problem solver, a people oriented person. And once you do all these things, naturally you will be following a particular process. So your thinking skills will also improve in this by doing all these things. So these are some points which I wanted to come across, put forth. Apart from this, if you have any doubts or if you want me to speak on any particular role, so you can unmute yourself and ask your questions. Yes, any questions? Any questions from the audience?
Student, if you have queries, you can discuss with ma'am or put in the chat box.
Yes, you can put in the chat box also if you have any questions. आप सबको कौन से रोल के बारे में अच्छा लगा? Which role appealed to you, all of you? Sorry?
Am I audible?
आपका आवाज कम आ रहा है. Yes.
हेलो मैम,
जी.
प्रथमेश दिस है. एक्चुअली मुझे जानना था, अगर सिक्स सिग्मा जो कोर्स है ना, तो सिक्स सिग्मा के लिए कौन से मतलब स्पॉन्सर्स है मतलब जो प्रोवाइड करते हैं और उनका एग्जामिनेशन वगैरह कैसे रहता है, एनी आइडिया?
सिक्स सिग्मा का इतना ज़्यादा मुझे आइडिया नहीं है, तो I would not be able to comment on that much. But इतना पता है कि different agencies जो सिक्स करते हैं, it is for people who are already working in the industry. Freshers के लिए वो सर्टिफिकेट नहीं है. एक बार आप किसी कंपनी में एक्सपीरियंस लो, जॉब मिले, then you enroll for Six Sigma. उसके पहले कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. Yes. Any other question?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
What entry-level roles are best suitable for MBA finance graduates?
नंबर वन, सी बेसिकली हम लोग को पहले ये सोचना है कि मुझे क्या अच्छा लगता है. मैं ये एग्जांपल अपने स्टूडेंट्स को हमेशा देती हूँ. यू मस्ट हैव सीन द मूवी 3 Idiots, राइट? उसमें वन कैरेक्टर वांटेड टू एंटर इनटू फोटोग्राफी, बट वो इंजीनियरिंग कर रहा था. वो लास्ट ईयर में जाके देन ही रियलाइज्ड कि आई एम पैशनेट अबाउट फोटोग्राफी. फिर बाद में उसने फोटोग्राफी पे चेंज कर दिया. सो कोई भी रोल मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि ये अच्छा है या ये बुरा है. All the roles are equally good. It depends upon the skill sets which you are having. आपको क्या अच्छा लगता है एंड वो रोल आपको करना चाहिए. आप ऐसे सोचिए कि ये चीज आपको अगले 30 years 40 years तक करनी है, तो नेचुरली जो चीज अच्छी लगती है उसी में काम करेंगे. सपोज यू आर गेटिंग कंफ्यूज कि मेरे लिए क्या रोल अच्छा है, तो आप एक काम कीजिए, अपने लिए स्वॉट एनालिसिस कीजिए. आई एम श्योर आप सब लोगों ने क्लास में सीखा होगा स्वॉट एनालिसिस. तो आप पेपर पे लिखिए व्हाट इज योर स्ट्रेंथ, व्हाट इज योर वीकनेस. अपॉर्चुनिटीज और थ्रेट्स तो है ही. अपॉर्चुनिटीज बहुत सारे हैं मार्केट में. थ्रेट्स, there is so much of competition for even one position, hundreds of people are applying. तो वो थ्रेट तो है ही, बट आपको अपना स्ट्रेंथ और वीकनेस मालूम होना चाहिए सबसे पहले. दैट विल हेल्प यू टू शॉर्टलिस्ट कि मुझे कौन सा रोल पसंद है और किस रोल में मुझे जाना है. उसके लिए आपके मेंटर्स आपको हेल्प करेंगे आइडेंटिफाई करने के लिए.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome.
One more question, ma'am.
हाँ.
Which specialization has better scope? Corporate finance, investment banking, or financial analysis?
सी ये सब करने के लिए नंबर 1 पहले आपका अकाउंट्स का नॉलेज बहुत अच्छा होना चाहिए. यू शुड बी गुड इन जर्नल एंट्रीज, लेजर, बैलेंस शीट. यू शुड बी एबल टू रीड द बैलेंस शीट. सपोज आई गिव यू द बैलेंस शीट ऑफ एनी कंपनी. I will tell you do the comparison for 5 years. तो comparative analysis करके you should be able to comment on what is the short term, long term और profitability position. एक कंपनी का एनालाइज कर लिया, देन मैं आपको बोलूंगी कि इंटरफॉर्म कंपैरिजन कीजिए. एक ही सेक्टर में 5 कंपनीज उठाइए, उनका कंपनीज का परफॉर्मेंस कीजिए एंड टेल मी कि विच कंपनी इज बेटर. आप अपने लेवल पे खुद ये काम कर सकते हैं. सो योर एनालिटिकल स्किल्स विल इम्प्रूव और फिर आपको पता चलेगा कि आप वेयर आर यू लैकिंग. दिस इज वन थिंग. तो कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस में ये सब चीज़ें ज़रूरी है. और टैली आपको आना चाहिए, बिकॉज कंपनीज में टैली पैकेज पे काम होता है. जो बिग कंपनीज है दे हैव देयर ओन ERP सॉफ्टवेयर ओनली, तो वो अपने सारा अकाउंट जो है उस पर करते हैं. तो देखा जाए तो आजकल कोई भी कंपनीज वो जो प्रॉपर जो जर्नल एंट्रीज होती है ना, बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट टू सेल्स, ऐसा कोई नहीं लिखता है. डायरेक्टली इट गोज इनटू द टैली और द सॉफ्टवेयर. बट द मेन थिंग इज आपको मालूम होना चाहिए ना कि कौन से नंबर्स पंच करने हैं, कौन से लेजर को पंच करना है, तो वो मालूम होना चाहिए. इसके लिए मैंने कहा कि आपका अकाउंटिंग नॉलेज अच्छा होना चाहिए और उसके साथ साथ टैली भी सीख लीजिए.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
वेलकम. समवन हैज रिटन व्हाट आर द अपॉर्चुनिटीज इन स्टॉक मार्केट. स्टॉक मार्केट में बहुत सारे अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल वन ऑफ माय स्टूडेंट्स डिड हर इंटर्नशिप इन अ ब्रोकरेज फर्म. वहाँ पे उसने बहुत अच्छा नॉलेज सीखा, तो उसका टेक्निकल एनालिसिस, फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस धीरे धीरे इम्प्रूव हो गया. उसने अपना खुद का अकाउंट भी खोला एंड शी इज इन्वेस्टिंग इन द मार्केट्स ऑल्सो. एंड नाउ शी इज वर्किंग इन अ वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट कंपनी. छोटी सी कंपनी है बट इट इज ऑफरिंग वेल्थ मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जो HNIs हैं, हमारे पास उतना टाइम नहीं होता है कि हम लोग कहाँ इन्वेस्ट करें और मार्केट्स को ट्रैक करें, परफॉर्मेंस की आजकल क्या न्यूज़ है क्या है. सो दीज HNIs give 1 crore 2 crores टू द कंपनीज कि आप हमारा पैसा मैनेज कीजिए. तो शी इज वर्किंग नाउ इन दैट टाइप ऑफ कंपनी. So stock internship will help you to get the exposure, and then your research projects, you can enhance your knowledge and that will help you to get into the stock market. और एक बार स्टॉक मार्केट में घुस गए, एक आपको तो डीमैट अकाउंट सेल करना होगा, या फिर you will be involved in analyst roles, and then later on higher up in the ladder you will also be working on assets under management. For example, you will become the fund manager in a mutual fund house. So these are some of the opportunities which you can have when you enter into the securities market. Financial planning करने के लिए, financial planning and analysis, as of now it is a role which is reserved for CFPs. I will write it in the chat box. CFP is Certified Financial Planner. So you can give this particular examination. CFP में आपको different time horizons. For example, if I have 5 lakh rupees and I want the money doubled in 3 years, तो वो कैसे प्लान करना है वो सब सिखाया जाता है. What are the different concepts, time value of money, ये सब चीज़ें. फिर देन इन्वेस्टमेंट्स कौन से डिफरेंट टाइप्स के हैं, म्यूचुअल फंड, स्टॉक मार्केट, गोल्ड, डेरिवेटिव्स, ये सब चीज़ों के बारे में सिखाया जाता है. सो दैट इज देयर in CFP. If you clear CFP, then you can start your own firm wherein you offer wealth management services to the clients. But advice देने के लिए your own credentials are important and there CFP will help you. Okay. Certifications required for stock market. आप NISM की वेबसाइट अगर आप चेक करेंगे ना तो वहाँ पे बहुत सारे सर्टिफिकेशंस हैं. तो उसमें से आपको जो सुटेबल लगता है आपको वहां पे लेना है. कॉन्फिडेंस गेन करने के लिए सबसे पहले आप म्यूचुअल फंड का सर्टिफिकेशन एग्जाम दीजिए, बिकॉज उसमें नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है. म्यूचुअल फंड सर्टिफिकेशन उसमें नेगेटिव मार्किंग नहीं है. एंड एक बार एक सर्टिफिकेशन आपके हाथ में आ जाएगा ना, एक एडवांटेज इमीडिएटली आप अपने CV पे लिख सकोगे और आपका कॉन्फिडेंस भी बूस्ट होगा कि मेरे को आता है. तो इट इज लाइक टेकिंग बेबी स्टेप्स. प्लीज रिमेंबर 2 महीने में 3 महीने में आप इतना कुछ नहीं सीख पाओगे कि सब कुछ हम लोग अभी ही कर लें. टेक स्मॉल स्मॉल स्टेप्स, स्मॉल स्मॉल माइलस्टोन्स अपने सामने रखो, तभी जाके आप आगे बढ़ेंगे. यस यस. एनी अदर थिंग? एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? So I think no more questions. Based on what one habit should every finance student develop from today? Oh, wonderful question. If you are a finance student, सबसे पहले तो अपने दिमाग से हमें ये निकालना होगा कि हम फाइनेंस स्टूडेंट हैं. You have to be good not just in finance, you have to be good in so many things. So कभी भी ये नहीं बोलने का कि ये मेरा काम नहीं है. You should never say like that. Another thing, you have to be a good reader. I will write the name of some books which you should read. You may have read it, you may not have read it. These are some of the books to start with. It will help you to क्या बोलेंगे ना, widen your horizon, widen your thought process. And there is a very small book मतलब which you can read within 2 hours only. It was a national bestseller. Then somebody also talked about how to make money in stock market. How to make money in stock market. There are many books, but these are the many popular ones which I have read, and I would like to share it with all of you. And another thing, which habit is something which you do day in, day out. So set your own routine. Setting your own routine, self-discipline, and diary. Maintaining a diary is very important. For example, you are just now starting with your careers. So maintain a diary. Today, what you want to do? Write this first thing in the morning. जो भी काम आपको करना है, write it down in the diary and see at the end of the day whether you have completed. एक हफ्ता पहले ये कीजिए, उसके बाद वो डायरी का होराइजन एक्सपांड कीजिए. 1 डे नहीं, 1 वीक में आपको क्या कंप्लीट करना है टास्क, वो आप लिखिए. फिर 1 वीक के बाद 1 मंथ, 1 मंथ के बाद 3 मंथ्स, ऐसे ग्रेजुअली आपको इंक्रीज करना है. And when you go like this, and if you are able to follow it, that will help you to go, मतलब गोल सेटिंग के लिए आप काम कर सकते हो. गोल सेटिंग के लिए भी आप यूज कर सकते हो वो डायरी का कॉन्सेप्ट। एंड गोल सेटिंग के लिए एक कॉन्सेप्ट है स्मार्ट, स्पेसिफिक। हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस वर्ड स्मार्ट फॉर गोल सेटिंग? Anyone has heard about goal setting? Smart? Yes? Yes. What does S stand for? What does S stand for?
Specific. Hello.
Perfect. S for specific. Or
Measurable,
A for
achievable,
correct.
and
R for
R for relevant and time bound.
and time bomb. Correct. So when you start maintaining the diary, it will help you in planning and execution. Because सोचना आज ये काम करना है वो सब हम लोग सोचते हैं बट करते नहीं है। सो व्हेन यू राइट इट डाउन, फ्रिज पे लगा दिया या टेबल पे लगा दिया, कहीं पर भी लगा दिया, पिन अप बोर्ड पे लगा दिया, तो वो आपको आंखों के सामने होगा। तो इट विल एग्जीक्यूशन जो है वो इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। तो काम करने की जो आदत होती है वो वहाँ से डेवलप होती है। एंड इट हेल्प्स यू टू फॉलो अ पर्टिकुलर ट्रैक, क्योंकि आपको सभी पे टिक करने का, मैंने ये सब काम खत्म किया है, तो फिर आपका टाइम वेस्ट भी नहीं होगा। यस, एनी अदर क्वेश्चंस? So Sonali ma'am, we are done with it. I don't think any other questions are there.
Yes.
Yes, Prachi ma'am.
For official vote of thanks, I request the Nashri ma'am to express vote of thanks.
On behalf of Rajgarh Institute of Management Research and Development, I sincerely thank our respected guest, Dr. Divya Lakhani Ma'am, HOD MBA, Sadhu Vaswani Institute of Management Studies. Ma'am, your session on career opportunities in financial management was very informative and helpful for our students. You explained various career options such as corporate finance, financial data analyst, equity research analyst, banking, operation executive, customer success associate, and teaching. You also highlighted the important skill required in this field, like leadership, communication skills, teamwork, critical thinking, and workflow management. These points have given a student a clear idea about career paths and the skills they need to develop. We are truly grateful to you for giving your valuable time and sharing your knowledge with us. I would also like to thank our respected director, Dr. Rohan Daivale sir, for his continuous support and encouragement in organizing this webinar. My sincere thanks to all faculty members for their efforts and cooperation in making this session successful. I also thank all the students and other participants for attending the webinar and making it meaningful. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Once again, thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable insights.
My pleasure, my pleasure. It's great to connect with young people and interact and share my insights. I hope I'm able to add some value and give you some knowledge. And of course, you can take my phone number from Prachi ma'am and Sonali ma'am. They will be sharing my number with you. If you have any questions, you have any queries, I would be glad to offer my assistance to all of you. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am, for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.